This is Dan Jackson from American Indian Tribal Government and Law class. And the tribal website tour I decided to do is on the Fond du Lac Band of Lake Superior, Chippewa. The reason I chose this was because it's local here in the Duluth area, so I had heard of it before. On the homepage, you can see that they've got a couple different tabs up here having to do with the government, their culture, different enterprises that they own, programs and services, media, and how to contact them. Scrolling down, you can see that they've got news and events that are going on in their tribe. It's updated very frequently, so you're able to know what's going on if you ever need to plan out or go to any one of their meetings. Found that very informative. It goes all the way back till the beginning of the month. So, talking about the Fond du Lac tribe a little bit more, they're one of 6 Chippewa Indian bands in Minnesota, as it says right here. And we'll go in depth about that. Pretty much says the same thing under the government tab as well. And then they've got different documents that link you to different... Of course, my computer's going slow now. Alright, I'm going to move on. Ordinance or laws, I really liked how they laid this out. They go year by year here in this little tab, and you're able to click. So for 2015, for example, these are the new ordinances put into place for them. In the register office, you're able to apply and get a license, whether that be for your car or boat or snowmobile, ATV, those type of things. It's got the hours listed during the week and the necessary forms that you may need to fill out before doing that, as along with the location and phone number of who to contact. Next is the Tribal Council. As it says here, they've got members from Cloquet and then the different districts as well. As you scroll down, it's got their names, their positions, and pictures of who they are as well, which I thought was very cool. Last thing under the government tab is their tribal court. It's got the hours of operations, who they can contact, as well as the necessary chief. Next, moving on to tribal culture, this kind of just has to do with their tribe and history of it. So I don't know how to pronounce this. Anishinaabe. I butchered it. That's the official language, though, since 2010 of the Fond du Lac Reservation. Below here, it's got the committee, who's on it, and their positions as well, of who decides that. They've got a museum as well. Here's the address of it out in Cloquet that you're able to visit. Next tab has to do with the Fond du Lac logo and its history, as shown here, or a little bit bigger here. What I thought was interesting is they go in detail here behind each one of every little aspect of their logo. So the circle, the shield, the eagles, the arrowhead, goes into great detail describing its importance on all of that. Moving on, powwows, there's not much here. I think it'd be interesting to attend one. Hopefully they are able to update that and let people know when they are. And finally, some tribal history on the Fond du Lac. Goes into more detail as well. Enterprises that the Fond du Lac Band of Lake Superior, Chippewa own. I'm sure most people know about the Black Bear Casino and Golf Course located on 35 heading into Duluth. They also obviously own the Fond du Lac Casino located in downtown Duluth. And then ones that people may not know or have heard about is a radio station. This link brings you to that as well. Also, the Fond du Lac Gas and Grocery, Fond du Lac Propane Company, Fond du Lac transits, which you may see driving around. And finally, Fond du Lac Sand and Gravel. I was unaware of the enterprises down here. I just heard or seen, obviously, the Black Bear and Fondue. Programs and services. There are a lot to go through on this tab, so we'll kind of skim through it here. There are different programs or services. Obviously, they've got the community service for members or anyone else that would like to help out in their spare time. Obviously, that's something very important. For the emergency awareness, scrolling down here, they're able to say, you know, who they are, how you can become one of those. Obviously necessary, again, that you need this. I liked how they've got all these forms for you to go over, make sure you've got everything that you need in case of an emergency and how you can be better prepared for that. They cover a bunch of different scenarios as well. Going down for the scholarships tab, here's obviously how you can get in contact with the scholarship office. They're looking to reward people, you know, that deserve it. Here is the Fond du Lac Tribal Community College. It's got necessary information as well. I know a couple people from Duluth that actually attend the Fond du Lac Community College, so that was another reason I decided to choose this website. Find more information, you know, more about the tribe, not just about the college. Oops. Here, this provides some cool information if you're ever interested in learning more about their law enforcement. You can read their mission statement and everyone who is on the board as well, listed right here. I like how it's all public knowledge and very easy to find. And we'll just do schools as well. So over here, it brought you to their K through 12, was it? Yep, school. You know, all the different information that parents may need and where everything is. Moving on to the media tab. So again, before we talked about the radio stations that they own. And as well, they've got a newspaper. This is the April 16th version, or April 2016 version, that you can subscribe and sign up for as well to get any information locally regarding the tribe. They also have a directory here, pretty much for anybody that you need to get in contact with. Anyone from Black Bear Casino to any housing situations going on. And they also have a cool interactive map that this links you to. Looks like, you know, just kind of shows the area in Minnesota, specifically St. Louis County, of where this specific tribe is located. Obviously, just right outside of Duluth in northern Minnesota. And that is the website. Hope you guys enjoyed learning a little bit. And if you have any questions or things you want to check out, you're able to use this tour to find any necessary information. Thanks.